across Zambia's Muchinga, eastern and central provinces, a unique campaign has been taking place. It is a food revolution rooted in culture, promoting indigenous food options as a significant component in dietary diversity. Communities are being inspired to build resilience against food insecurity and averting climate shocks through planting of more fruit trees. The Center for International Forestry Research and the International Center for Research in Agroforestry, in short CIFOR-ICRAF, has been implementing a project dubbed Piloting Incentive-Based Agriculture Portfolios for Nutrition and Resilience that began in 2021. With funding from the German Federal Ministry of Economic Cooperation and Development, BMZ, commissioned by GIZ, the initiative brought together diverse partners, including the Ministry of Health, the Forestry Department, the Zambia Agriculture Research Institute ZARI, and local conservation groups like the Community Markets for Conservation, COMACO, among others.
So this project has been running for the past 4 years, from 2021, comes to an end in December this year, 2024. It's been funded by the German government, that's the Federal Ministry of Cooperation and Development, BMZ. The work on the project has been commissioned by GIZ, and it's been implemented with government partners here in Zambia, in particular ZARI, the Zambia Agricultural Research Institute, and other government departments like Forestry Department, Ministry of Health, and also other non-governmental organizations, in this case COMACO, that's Community Markets for Conservation.
The Nutrition Portfolios project has been focusing on the promotion of access to year-round nutritious foods in 8 chiefdoms across 3 provinces. In all the 8 sites of the Nutrition Portfolios project, team members engage traditional leaders for support to mobilize members of communities, but also as a measure to ensure local ownership and sustainability of the project.
In setups like chiefdoms, and of course even beyond that, chiefs are highly respected. They are a voice of authority, and so what they say goes. So for us, when we went in with this project, we explained, we shared with them our vision. We saw a lot of chiefs agreeing and supporting, and most of them, were able to actually even relate to the days that they were growing up as young, people. They would eat some of these foods, and they some of them would even share with us, we no longer see as much. So for them it was also a point of reflection to want to take their people back to their roots, to their culture as well, because also food is culture, it's a form of identity. So for them it was also a point where they could go back and be able to remind the people of the foods that are found locally, so that they could be able to carry on that culture. So for us it was a great support when we saw the chiefs coming in on board, attending even events that we would have, the food fairs. They would be involved even in the tasting, and even in carrying on the messages to their communities, and emphasizing on things of the communities to avoid cutting, especially the fruit trees that are responsible for giving us the food that they eat. So it made the project, I think, succeed in terms of its objectives, which we wouldn't have otherwise been able to do on our own. So for that, we're really grateful to the traditional leadership and also the government that has been with us from day one.
So vatireterako mva kuti kupika, vantu vapunzire kupika vakare kuti vakine vaingobadwa kuti vafukira kupunzira vokazinga kuti vovundula vala kuti vokulisha vana tanzi. So tuyamikira kuti vatikumbusha kuti tiyambe kudya vira vechitipasa makolo kuti ivi ndebva kudya vatapeza kuti visepo vamusanga vira vutandiza soti mumatupi tisayembwerere vakuti vokazinga yai vasaladi kuli kutwa kapenta pakile mwavundula manyemba ya muchita munga mbovundula bonse vira vatitandiza kuti vantu vakumbukire chikale cha makolo tisasiye khalidwe ya makolo.
In as much as we want to come foreign foods like apples and other fruits, it's also important that we continue to utilize our fruits of the continent, of our land, so that we can fight malnutrition.
Protection and conservation of forests has also been a strong message that the initiative has been taking to rural communities where the project has been running.
I would like to tell you about CIFOR-ICRAF and the purpose of our organization, which is focused on supporting conservation of trees and proper utilization of trees, because we realize that trees are very important. As we obviously are aware that last year we had a terrible challenge because we had reduced rainfall, and so food security became an issue. If we do not take care of our trees, if we are cutting them down anyhow, we will have a crisis. But if we take care of our trees, not only are we going to have good rainfall, we're going to have enough fruits, we're going to have also good weather that will support our lifestyles as well. Even activities such as beekeeping, which depend on trees, will continue to be an activity that we can also generate income from.
The nutrition portfolio's sites are Chivale and Chitamo Chiefdoms in Central Province, Mukungule and Chikwanda Chiefdoms in Muchinga, others are Mwape, Nyanje, Chikomeni and Magodi Chiefdoms in Eastern Province.
So we've covered 8 chiefdoms and 3 provinces in Zambia. These chiefdoms were selected based on the statistics that are available that tell us about the nutrition status of Zambians.
Since inception, the Nutrition Portfolios project has empowered over 5,000 household caregivers to rediscover the nutritional treasure in Zambia's forests.
Tinaphunzamo vintu vambiri maningi monga mukaphikidwe kuteteza mwana kapena wakulu mukakulidwe tingaphike ndiyo zopambana mukaphikidwe titenga cha bendiyo zathu like bowa mnthawi ya mvula timatenga bowa tayanika tikanika bowa ila mu dry season timadya kapena mu rain season timatenga chiwawa chija chithyola tayanika mu mthuzi tikayanika mu mthuzi timapika nofaka ko nankanichi nofaka che tomato timapika bwinobwino komanso mu nutrition umu tinaphunzamo vambiri ku program ya ma fruits sikuti tingaende kulundazi mwina kapena kulikonse kwenda ona ngandrama kugulagula vakomako anatuza tikazipanda mitengo ma fruits pakhomo tikazidya ma fruits vaja opambana like vakusanga ma fruits mabwino maningi akabeza nthumbuzi mbula ni vambiri chifuka vamthengere vilibe ma chemicals ali wonse
usoma bulipo bwakwebatirire onse twarefiro okukwanisha okushitira abana efyakulya ifyo balingire okulya nombepo twasambirira ino nshita abana tabalebulishawe nango mawe tsiku under 5 mwatwala at least nabambo okubikinga kupitira muri ine program.
Over 160 volunteers were initially trained, who later cascaded their knowledge to more than 5,000 household caregivers in various communities, teaching them to diversify diets by leveraging the availability of indigenous foods.
Through the project, we did trainings, we did cooking demonstrations, and within themselves, they were able to teach themselves methods of preservation, they were able to teach themselves methods of how to cook, and the whole different types of processes that are involved. It helped them realize that actually food or solutions to their food crisis or food insecurity was within them. And so for us as a project, it was exciting to see that communities, at the time that the project is coming to a close, they were now even ready to explore further. And the other exciting thing that we were also happy to note is that we were able to show and to demonstrate that some of these wild foods or fruits that we find are able to be grown on their homesteads. People were very excited because for a long time they would always have to go either in the forest to go and get those fruits and bring them home. But we showed them through our partners with Komako. We've done planting of fruit trees in their homesteads. A lot of them now are now confident, and we've also been able to train them in such a way that from their homesteads and from their farms, they'll be able to replicate and share that knowledge within the community. So for us, it's a big plus, and we're looking forward to Zambia, the nutrition status improving with the efforts that we've done so far on this project. So for us, it's been a plus in that sense.
In the Nutrition Portfolios project, food fairs have become a symbol of the project's success, bringing together traditional leaders, government officials, and communities.
Ndetotera sana ba ICRAF pari programu lesa mipare kuno na twali mipokerera titwatwalira poku bombe fine bakwe bati tumone mikalire abantu beso na ifwe bene kumo ofo ya alaba bantu kwa bulo bumwe busuma kwena nentambi tulera ndapo kashinga kuti twashisunga mwabafi abalwala nokubomba kashinga kuti mwalima mulandu wa imirire ivi yaleta amalwere yansara ma nutrition balera ndapo so muchalo muri ukulya bwinote timubi amalwere nefinto chitwakwata timwa productivity pamove no mutende.
Food fairs highlight the rich variety of local dishes, emphasizing the economic potential of sustainable farming in rural communities, rekindling the pride in indigenous flavors and bringing a call to action against malnutrition in rural communities.
Under nutrition, we've actually learned a lot about the 6 categories of food that we actually have and how they are beneficial to us, and how we can work on them to motivate our community as well as our people for us to actually have a bright and healthy future in the coming times, rather seasons. And over this collection, we learned about indigenous trees, how to collect the seeds, dry them up, as well as planting them. They are really very helpful as well as beneficial today, as well as in the future. I'm actually running over the project, planting over them, and they're already growing, and I'm actually very happy and looking forward to do more projects and to motivate other people as well.
Fumapo hii programu ya ishila ama underweight takuleva sana nangu twaipusha ama community weka balamba volunteer bachitama under 5 titwasangati ama reports yalevako naye apusana na kunuma apa fintu fileva bwino.
The Nutrition Portfolio's holistic approach has left beneficiaries with skills that will safeguard livelihoods in Zambia's precious forests beyond the project's timeline.
Pamene kumbuyo za chilengedwe tilekuziziwa mosebenzera ngati chakudya mu magulu ya 3. But manje ba CIFOR-ICRAF wanabwera kuzatizindikirisa kuti magulu ni 6 komanso categorizing them munjira yakuti pamene apa munali kungeneseka vama body building protective then ma vitamins mpaka na kadyedwe ka health throughout the year, then food security, food nutrition vonse vitina punziramo chamene chatithandiza maningi oropano pamene tifika manje vindu pamene sinali kuziva na matenda manje ya chepako komanso na kuzindikira manje kwa kurapo chakuti manje tikwanisa kuziva na pamene vitingasungiwe navo mukati mmalo mwatu muno mchikomeni chifito
kale na sono ivi viliko sono kutolamo viwe mchakweni vakira vila vose vakale vakulia vile vana wakukula na health iwemi ndipo na zero nazo siku za moso ziwemi izo tukusangama so naise kumota makolo nase viwangwa vitu vikuwa vya ngongona kuchilana na vasono chifukwa vasono vakulia vamunga vachizungu so tati atuwelereso kugulu ila ya kale ya kaunda kuti tilienge ko masuku tilienge ko mabondwe tilienge ko maderere yala yobala nyama za nkuku hizi vofulaya yayi.
Kuli sugar, kuli BP, kuli stroke, mbwenu na matenda yayo chepa vakurga mtupi. Paratinga vakurga hivi vamtengere na vitu kujilimina teka. Kuli vingoma, kuli njunga, kuli skawa, kuli sunflower, kuli soya beans. Hivi vipaso mbwe vingativwira kuti malnutrition yangachepa pafufupi yangamala muno mchalo chitu chapasi. So nutrition njiwemi ndipo bungwe inamwilizira ya CIFOR-ICRAF yatovwira chomene kufuma last year kufika chaka chino.
As the initiative winds down in December 2024, stakeholders are calling for continuity to sustain the achievements of the project.
To make this more sustainable, I would like to encourage the key line government staff, health, agriculture and forestry to strengthen their support in monitoring and capacity building of my people.
By showcasing successive incentives such as this project and advocating for their scaling up, we can reach more marginalized populations and make a tangible impact on nutrition outcomes in our district.
Partnerships and collaborations are essential. Ukuwombera pamumwane kukankala muri fyonse ifitulechita in our collective efforts to address nutrition challenges by fostering multi-sectoral and collaboration among government key line ministries, civil society organizations, the private sector, the international partners. We can leverage resources and expedite to maximize our impact and reach those most in need.
The preservation of Zambia's forests and its nutritional legacy depends on partnerships and community action. This is not the end, but a beginning. A revolution where culture, good health, and sustainable use of the forests are intertwined in building a resilient Zambia.